Ding, 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 ding. Sorry, message. Gotcha. Ding, 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 ding. Need to see. I can see. Hi, Rachel. Oh, we are live. Hi, sweetie. Hi, Rachel. How are you both? Hi, Becky. How's it going, Becky? How's it going? Hi, Tracy. Hon. Hi, Becky. Becky, how's it going? How's your packing up for your move going? Excellent. I'm glad about that, Rachel. Yeah, I'm okay. We are on the countdown, Tracy. We are. Ah! Sweet Tea's having an easy day today. I see from your Facebook page you've had a few busy days, huh? Very busy days. Mind you, I don't have young kids at home anymore, so it's not that busy, except for, you know, when we have Jack, which we have done this weekend. So yes, Tracy and I are having a counting down to the weekend, to the doll show. Oh, exciting. It was your weekend with the children. Fabulous. Hi, Sherry. How are you? Got a package here from you, Sherry, which I opened it and I looked at it. I was like, huh? I haven't ordered that. And then I remembered you said that you had sent me something and it should be here today. You sent us something from our wish list. You little sneaky lady. Becky says she's going to view her new house on Wednesday and get the keys. Sold her a Silver Cross pram today. Very sad seeing it go. Of course you were, Becky. Of course you were. But just some things are just temporary. Some things are just temporary, aren't they? And so, like I said to my friend Sarah, who also had to do the same last year, you never know. You never know. Things can change. Like she gave me her pram and things. And if you remember, I swapped. It's back there, actually. Annie sat in it. I don't know if you can see it from here. But I don't know if you remember. I swapped the purple one. You can just about see the purple frill on it. But I swapped that one with my friend Sarah. And then last year, she had an emergency and I had to downsize all her whole pram room, a whole room in her house. And so she gave me that one back. and I said to her at the time, you know, you might end up back with it one day. This is just temporary. And so end up with it back if you wanted it. You know, she's welcome to have it back. So try to think like that, Becky. We never know what's around the corner, as you're finding out, obviously, at the moment. But just move around. I've got my house coat on, so just my big long thing I wear just around the house. Not the most glamorous of things, and like big and baggy, just how I like it. It was this one, which Sarah really did not want to part with because, right, Annie? I know we've got too many prams in here, Annie, haven't we? Up at the moment. Too many prams up at the moment. There. This one, which Annie is in modeling for. She was modeling in here. She was down here with me, weren't you? We did fibromyalgia together, didn't we? Chat. And then we've just been down here a few days since. So yes, Becky, Sarah, my friend, had this for her daughter, one of her daughters, and I really felt good being able to give it to her. But unfortunately, she had to downsize, and so I've got it back. But like I said to her, she can have it back anytime if she needs to. And can you see my new pram frill there, the clown one? I got a different badge for it today. So I got a badge. I think I showed you guys, didn't I? The pram frill came with a bit a blingy clown, and I didn't really like the blingy clown. So I bought a little clown badge, and then, but it was a bit small. It was okay, but it was a bit small. And then I found this one, and it's off an old school. I'll get you down from here, and then you can see. It is off an old birthday card. There. And it says 7 on it. So that's my new pram frill to go with my clown stuff. Molly's been in here having a look, having a go. I mean, she's too big for in here really, but it works. And this is that toy that I bought from the toy shop before Christmas that had been reduced because the box had sun damage on it, and the man said it had been like virtually there since he'd owned the shop. His family had owned the shop for 100 years, and this was like from the 80s, I believe. That's how much it was. That's how much I paid for it. And you can put it into a ring. You can go over the pram. So for now, it's over the pram because it's the bright colours of the 80s, the bright primary colours. So you're enjoying yourself in there, Lizzie? So Becky, try not to be disheartened. It's part of life, isn't it? Unfortunately, these things happen to us. And I'm not saying that belittling you at all. I mean, I didn't even know, my ex-husband, I didn't even know he was paying the mortgage. He wasn't. He wasn't paying the mortgage. And we lost our home. And the only time I knew about it is when the bailiffs turned up on the doorstep. Yeah. So, you know, things happen. Things change. But it's exciting moving to a new home. Oh, right, here we go. We got some more people in. Sorry, you know what I'm like. I'm yip, don't I? Libby nearly forgot. Libby nearly forgot again. Hi, Libby. Too busy getting a little girl ready, I see. She looks really sweet. I nipped on her just now just to say, see you guys in a mo. And I see you'd posted her. And yes, I put a wish list to the REBORN page, well, REBORN to Amazon wish list, not my personal wish list. And it's everything like REBORN related and, you know, baby related that I've been asked for a few times. And I've hesitated to do it because I just don't like the thought of like, send us something. I don't want you to do that. But then equally, I also know how much it costs to buy something and how much then it costs to post it. So whilst it's nice getting happy mail, it is getting more and more expensive to do it that way. So I concur with what Sherry has said to you, Becky. I hope you can find some joy in your new home. I really, really do. And even moving home, though, is not easy. Nice and comfy, Caroline. Yes, nice and comfy and baggy. It's not the best material. It's not really thin for the summer, so I get a bit warm in it, but it's cute, but it's nice. Yeah, Annie does look very cute. She is a darling. And downsizing is desperately hard. Hi, Ruthie. Stressful evening. Really? I've had a stressful day as well. But would you like to share your evening? Somebody has got COVID. One of our lovely members has got COVID, and I feel awful for her. The pram frills are amazing. So I'm looking forward to going to Peterborough and trying to see if I can see one that'll match with the colours on the train pram. If not, I'll talk to Amy there and see, so she can see what we quite often see the same thing. The lady's daughter who like relays all the information to Joe about making the pram frills. So I'll see. Hopefully, if I don't find one at the show, it doesn't necessarily have to have trains on it. It just like needs it in the pastel-y like colours that'll go with the pram. So yes, vegan, really looking forward to Peterborough. Really resting. After this tonight, I'm going to go and put my legs in my squishy thing. Tomorrow night, I'm going to have my legs in my squishy things. Wednesday night, I've got Jack, but it's asleep, so I can sleep with him. Last night, he went to sleep at 7:30. Rebecca left her shift at 7:30. He fell asleep at 7:31. So when she came home, she could have an evening of peace. And isn't that lovely for her? You know, she works really, really hard as the nurse, and some of the stories she shares are just pathetic in the NHS. So yeah, so I was really pleased that he actually went to sleep, and he was asleep when his mummy got home. So she does on Wednesday night, she does a 7 to 7:30 in the morning shift. So then Thursday morning, because I've been able to sleep, so it'd be fine. Jack could probably wake up anything from 6 o'clock, getting breakfast, and I could just come home. So yes, I am. Relaxation is the word. So I did have him, I think it's tomorrow early, but Rebecca, or tomorrow or today early, I can't remember, but Rebecca stopped that one anyway. So that's great. And swapped it with Friday. So I leave here Friday to go up to Peterborough. And Russ is having Jack for the day for Rebecca. She's got a study day that day. So there you go, vegan. And a great big long spiel to you. And I don't know how I'll recognise you. I have to wear a lilac flower. I don't know. You have to make sure you come up and speak to me. Come on. Yes, Tracy, that was very scary. Yes. So things happen, don't they, in life that we don't prepare for. And yeah, it was. But luckily, she says, when I appealed about our house being repossessed. So I appealed, and the judge gave us something like 28 days to sell the house, and luckily we did. We put it on the market really, really cheap, covered the mortgage, and then we were homeless. So then we moved in with his parents, and we stayed there for, I don't know, 16 weeks, I think it was. Yeah, it was not good. We had 3 children. So, like I say, things happen. And I think I've said before, you know, things come along that you don't expect. And when you let your guard down, sometimes you remember why you don't let your guard down. So, yeah. So after that, that was it. I paid all the bills and I did everything. I did everything. And in fact, many years later, he actually, again, he went bankrupt for his business that he'd set up. And I had never been overdrawn, never. I'd always paid the bills, everything. And so it went to court and I went to the judge. We were supposed to sit before the judge. And the judge looked at me and he said, he was really, really nice. And he said that, like, do you realize that joint debts are now going to come to you? And I was like, oh. He'd taken out all of this credit and everything. And I was just like, for God's sake, no. And so I had to go bankrupt. This was many years ago. And I had to go bankrupt. So he wasn't allowed a bank account. He wasn't allowed anything. But I went to my bank. And I've been with my bank since I left school. And I was, my bank account was my bank was Lloyd's. And that was a time when you could actually go in and speak to your manager. So I actually went in there and I said, you know, this is what's happened. And he was just like, ridiculous. He says, it's so unfair because, you know, of everything that had been going on. And I was able to keep my bank account and I'm still with Lloyd's today. So I was able to keep my bank account and I wasn't allowed to have a credit card. I could keep my cards, keep my checkbook. I wasn't allowed to have a credit card, obviously. And I I've only got a credit card through Russ, and that is just because for emergencies. So, but I can have a credit card. I mean, it's through the bank. I can have a credit card today. But yeah, my life has been like a whole load of hell, really. Except for the last 10 years, maybe, and 3 children. And now a grandson. So some of you have been telling me what sort of weekend you've had. Who's had 2 birthday parties? Was that you, Libby? Did you go to 2 parties this weekend? 2 lots of birthday cake or alcohol-filled birthday parties? Oh, Ruth, hi. Hi. I'm so glad you're having a restful time and your stone thing passed through. I've never ever had your kidney stone passed. I've never ever had that, but apparently that is like the real worst pain because our tubes aren't meant to take anything like that sort of size. Crikey. Oh, son. Ah! Go back there, Benny. Go back there. Nope. I think you might have to come closer to Mummy to get away from the sunshine. There we go. Nope. There. If I sit here, we'll shade you. Got the sunshine is a shining. Yes, Ruth. So and then you got on holiday, and it is a long trip, isn't it? Down to well, you're staying near Misterton, aren't you? It is a long trip down here, isn't it? But I hope you're still able to, you know, enjoy your rest. Sometimes you just need a change of scenery anyway. Oh, hi, James. Oh, someone talked about Seaton. Oh, I don't feel brave sharing my story. I just sometimes think we need to share things because so much happens in this world that other people might feel less alone. Thank you very much, Sherry. We will open it properly and show everybody in a minute. If you see me scrolling up, it's because I'm reading what you're saying. Waving from the Dorset Somerset border. Oh, Libby, yeah. Nursing is a very hard joy. Yes, it's just some of the stuff she tells me. Seaton Tramway, you will love it. The leg huggers, yes. They're so good for squishing the fluid around, aren't they? Because I have lipedema as well, and they're so good for that. They just, when my legs feel really heavy as well, I put them on. I might even have to bring them with me, Tracy. I thought the council would find you a home in a case like yours where you have children and no home. No, that is not true. That is not true over here. They can put you in temporary accommodation if you don't have family to go with. But if you're in temporary accommodation, you are no longer a priority because you're in accommodation. Whereas we were with our in-law, I was with the in-laws and overcrowded because they still had 3 young children at home. And so we were overcrowded and therefore would have been able to get a council house. So that's how long it took. We did get a council house property. Back to the village I very first came from. So I didn't go very far. Well, the Lord promised me happiness, and I've got it now. Yes, you don't drink, so you're the driver. Oh. Oh, they're not, are they? Did you read what Sherry's put, guys? So you went shopping at Next. I love the clothes so much that I checked online. We have one here too. The only problem is clothes are around $50 instead of the great prices you. Well, they got to make their money up somewhere, aren't they? They are worth it, though. They are so worth it, the clothes. Oh, they just like last as well. They don't like washed out really quickly, like the supermarket clothing. Tracy says her legs will swell. You might want to use me things then, Tracy. Hi, Cindy. How are you feeling? Lord, the thought of being in with my in-laws. Hell yes. My ex-mother-in-law, though, was really, really nice. She was an old midwife. And she is really, really lovely. And Dad is lovely, lovely. I mean, they're both still alive. I'm talking like they're not still alive. They will do anything for anybody. They are so lovely. But, you know, just living. We were all in one bedroom. They just, honest to God, they didn't have any room for themselves. Or the kids slept on the sofa. I can't remember. It's so many years ago. But mother-in-law and father-in-law slept in their own separate bedrooms because they were of that age. They're Catholic. They have children as well on into their later life. And so mother had to give up her room for us to go in. It was hell. It really, really was hell for all of us. You feel rough? I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Not surprised. Yeah, I have been blessed with great mother-in-laws, really. Just not very good mother. Rough. Oh, yeah, I do. I do. Horrible. Christine is not here, is she? Are you lurking, Christine? Because I suspect we'll see Christine on Sunday. Wow, I'm so excited for the doll show. Really am excited. So don't forget, next week our live will be on Sunday. Yeah, I am feeling better. I'm feeling more rested. Yeah, for sure. And also, so then we've got Disney, like not this weekend, the next following weekend. We leave for the airport on the Sunday, but Disney is Monday to Thursday. But we leave and stay overnight at the airport because the flight is so early. So that'll be on the Father's Day here, which is the 15th of June we leave. And then for the last 2 weeks of June, I just don't want. Yeah, I am. Well, I'm definitely having a scooter. Definitely. The girls, everybody knows that. The last time I went to Florida, I had a scooter. And I know that Paris is smaller, but I will still need a scooter for sure. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. We do walks. Like we did a walk last weekend with Jack, and I was just shattered the next day. Miles of walking, even in Paris. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I think I wish they had waited until Jack was a little bit older. I'm sure grandma's invited for being grandma. I'm sure the two daughters would rather go on their own. Well, Tracy, we could see if your suitcase will take you this weekend. Tracy's like bringing the biggest suitcase I've ever seen this weekend. I'm not sure if we can have enough room in our hotel room. So I was just watching a bird in our vegetable patch. Exactly, Sherry. Exactly. The comment was, well, Grandma will need to go back for an afternoon nap, and so will Jack. So we were going to stay at the hotel. Literally, you just walk into Disney at the pink hotel, literally that one, and with a balcony. And I was just like, no way. I'm not being responsible for a balcony with a young child. Absolutely not going to happen. And so I think, I don't know where we're staying now. We're staying in another hotel, and I don't think we got a balcony because I don't want a balcony with a little one. No way. I'm sure my eldest daughter and her sister would love to be able to have 4 days off themselves and just tour Disney. I'm sure they would. But I'm going to love it. I'm going to, look, joking aside, I am going to love it. I'm just not going to enjoy all the walking in that. Yeah. But I love Disney, so there we go. There is that. And Frozen Land is supposed to be built this year, but now they're not going to finish it until next year. So we're going to miss that for Frankie. Exactly, Libby. Exactly. But I'll tell you what, though. We took, I think my children went to Disney when they were 3, 4, and 10 in Florida, and they do remember that. I think that was the first time they went to Florida because their dad would only go to Florida on holiday. So that's what we did. Whereas I did all of the seaside over here, the seaside caravan holidays and the tenting and things like that with them. He didn't want to do any of that. So I used to do that with him in the school holidays while he worked. Yeah. So I used to do all of that. Do the Butlins and your holidays where it's not a holiday for mom, it's a holiday for the kids, and you just got to go with the flow. So yeah, had some fun times, me and the girls. But anyway, yeah, so the end of June, I don't really want to do a lot. I just want to, when we get back, I've got, I don't think I have Jack for the whole week so that I can recuperate. So I'm expecting Sherry to just rest and do some colouring and do some resting and do some colouring and say hello to my babies, because I miss these guys when I'm not home. Here, the Disney parks are so busy. You have to get, yeah, it wasn't like that when we used to go until I think the last holiday we had there. I think they were 15, 9, and 8, the kids. And then that is when we did the fast passes then, because we noticed how much busier it had gotten. We did like it. I think we went every other year to Florida. The girls can remember the camping trips, that's for sure. Don't touch the side of the tent, the rain will come in. Times when it was raining so hard that we'd go to Morrison's for breakfast so that nobody touched the sides of the tent. You know, all the going in the night to the toilets when it's like you just settled in, got nice and comfy, and then one of the kids would go, I need to go to the toilet. And you're like, oh my God. And of course, every parent wants the ones by the toilets, wants the spaces by the toilets. Oh my days. Yeah, kids do remember those fun trips, though, don't they? They do remember those, yeah. And we would always go to like the places that I knew, so that I knew where everything was. And also like now we live like in the middle of the north coast and the south of the coastline. So we live right back in the middle. But when the girls were growing up, I lived closer to the south. And so it just wasn't very far to go to the beach. And you could just, if you needed to, you could come back, you know, in an afternoon or in a night. It was literally like, I don't know, an hour to get home. It was well, not even that really. So yeah. But yeah, I did lots of that sort of thing with my children. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, because it was cheap holiday, and plus, I don't know, it was fun. It was fun. Good. Don't make me fly over there and make you rest. Sherry, you're so funny. Tracy, you've never been to Disney. Now that really does surprise me. I am really surprised by that, Tracy. Wow. So easy to get to Paris. Not, it used to be a lot easier because you literally, the train went all the way to Paris and you got off there, but now you have to get off the train, get off your flight and get to the train. It's different now. However, it is different. It used to be catch the Eurotunnel and it would go all the way to Disney. So what I mean now is you have to change at a station, get on another train and get there. But obviously, I will take you along with me. I won't be taking a Reborn, but I will be taking Minnie. I won't take Minnie this weekend, but I'm hoping to get her some more outfits. But I will be taking Minnie with me because that'll be interesting. That'll be fun. My teens have been asking to go. I'm sure the teens would love it because like now they've got so many bigger rides and things going on, haven't they? Oh, vegan, you would. And but I have to say about Disneyland Paris or Euro Disney or whatever they're calling it today. It is cheaper to go to Florida than it is to go to Disney and Paris. It really is. It's obscene amount of money to go in a few weeks. Obscene amount of money. Crazy amount of money. Like for all of us, we could have gone to Florida for 2 weeks for that. Okay, not to stay on the Florida, not to stay on site, but you could stay in some really nice places in Kissimmee, and it's so easy to drive over there as well. Yeah, that is the disadvantage of it. Libby, you don't think camping's for you? What? Sherry, don't you go camping? I don't think camping is for me. Yeah, Butlins. Yeah, yeah, my kids do as well, Tracy. And some not so good. Like we went to Butlins once on a with the like I taught at a Christian school. We went with the Christian school and we just had the cheapest chalets because you're a Christian, right? So you're grateful for anything. Okay. Okay. Right. And the chalets were dire. They really needed updating. This was at Minehead. They really, really needed updating. Oh my God. And I'm sure this is where my nightmares of like staying in places come from. We get there, the room is disgusting. Oh, even now it's making me cringe. And then like the kids are like, I'm like, just mum, just pop your anxiety pills quickly, because I don't think kids recognize that sort of thing. So mum take her anxiety medication and my kids are just oblivious. But there are ducks like coming on in. You open the door up, the ducks are just wandering on in. I'm like, get away from the ducks, don't touch the ducks. Oh, I'll never forget that holiday. Well, all those holidays actually. We did quite a few of those like trips. Meeting up with people from like all over the UK, the Christian like groups. Oh my gosh. Carl went before he met you to Orlando. Yeah. You've been twice to Paris, Disney. Yeah, because I don't know what it's called now. Is it just called Disneyland Paris? Because like years ago, I'm sure it was called Euro Disney. When it very first, because I went when Rebecca was, I think the first time I went, Rebecca was 8. I think I took her to Euro Disney. I'm sure that's what it was called. And we went on a coach trip and we stayed. It was a local coach company. We're doing a trip there. And you stayed outside of Disney and you had 2 days in Disney and you went on the coach trip. We had a great time. We did have a great time. Hong Kong. Now that would be interesting. I think Hong Kong Disney would be very interesting, but you wouldn't get me over there. Not now. Glamping. Glamping. Oh my gosh. In an RV? In an RV would be okay, but a tent, no. Depends, I think. Does it not depend where you go? Because basically over here, there's nothing that would harm you if you're in a tent. I don't know about America. Obviously in the mountains and stuff like that, there obviously would be. But over here, you can basically go anywhere in a tent. Like in a campsite, you'd be fine. As we don't have any killing creepy crawlies or spiders or, we've got cows. Oh, but it's so cheap. It's so cheap to get a tent and go camping. And like when Rebecca was small, we had a trailer tent. So it's a trailer, and when you opened it up, so it's just like a flat long trailer that you towed behind your car. When you open it up, you pulled the strings and the tent went whoop, like that. And then the inside of it looks like a tent and the trailer. And then on the trailer, down through the middle of the trailer, was all of the electrical system and everything. So you take that out and clip that on somewhere. And that was really good fun. And it had 2 bedrooms either side. And then we had a big canopy that came out. That was great fun because that was easy. That was like you were off the ground, plus you were still having kind of like the tent experience, but you weren't towing a caravan. It was just a trailer tent. That was good fun. That was really good fun. Yeah, I enjoyed that. And then camping is just so easy. You just chuck it all in the back of your car and just go. As long as the weather's okay. Many times the weather's not okay. Want to take your little gypsy wagon? I bet you want to take your gypsy wagon camping. You see them around here. We'll see them around here quite a lot now in the summer, the gypsy wagons. I live not far from Glastonbury, and Glastonbury's full of people in their caravans, like just pitched up, all the like the hippie types just pitched up all along the road together. You see some sights and you smell some smells in Glastonbury, that's for sure. But they do have some gypsy wagons. But usually the gypsy wagons are the people they travel around. There is a company here where you can hire one. They can hire it for the holiday. I don't know anywhere else that does that, but I just know because of being in the area. But there are people that still travel in them. And also, when we went out the other day with Jack to the steam over to, oh God, what's it called? Pumping station. When we went open to their open day, and there were some gypsy wagons there that had all been done up, and the people were actually sleeping in them. That was really good and interesting to seeing more and more of those being done up and taken round to shows now. When my kids were little, we checked into a hotel. We hadn't even unpacked, and I noticed my girls' socks were black from the carpet. I freaked out. We all piled in the car and drove on. Oh, yes, me too. Me too. Oh, that's just nasty, isn't it? That's just nasty. I actually watched a friend's video this week, and they were camping, and the weather turned. And so there was a warning put out, and they had to go find a hotel. And so it was the first hotel that they could find. And she was adamant she wasn't going home. You know, they booked this time off work. They were going carry on camping. I'm just worried about you getting the sun on your hair there, miss. I think we've succeeded. There, it must have moved. Sun must have moved. And so she's filming in the kitchen, and all at the side of the cooker is all splattered. Oh, not from her. God, it made me feel sick. It really did. Because there's just no excuse for cleanliness. I mean, there is just no excuse for not doing your job and cleaning. Yeah, I understand that if you have a quick turnaround, things can get missed. I understand that, and I'm learning more about that. But come on. I hope you towed reception as well. I hope you towed reception, Sherry, because I'm straight at reception when anything like that happens. And not for anything other. I've been offered champagne. I've been offered a meal in the restaurant. Been offered another room before when I've complained about stuff. I've had I'm terribly sorry about that. Shall I send someone to come and clean it? Yes, but I think I didn't think it would matter. And none of that washes, because I'm not after anything. Just please do your job and clean. Just clean. It doesn't really take actually a lot. I do know that some people put their staff under horrendous pressure, and I do know that. That's why I always like to go straight to the manager and complain, not to the staff. Yes, Sherry, love to see your gypsy wagon. So put a photo in our group, sweet tea, because it's very, very nice. Very nice. Tracy, my idea of camping is a hotel with the windows open. Sherry, we have many dangerous animals, bears, cougars, snakes, large. Yeah, see, Sherry, I understand you not wanting to go camping then. I understand that. We have snakes over here, but there's only one type really that can give you a nasty sting. And you know, if you're stupid enough to go in where they are in the grass, thick grass, then you are stupid. It won't kill you. It won't kill you. But we do get the snakes. We do get a snake that will bite, but they're in the long grass. We used to get, as a kid, where I used to live, you used to get them a lot there, and you just had notices all up. We used to have notices and that about it, but it's not a rattlesnake or anything like that. I can't even remember what it is. Can anybody remember what the snakes are that we have over here that do bite? You give you a nasty bite, but do not kill you. They do not kill you. I wouldn't camp with all that, no, but Russ would. Sherry, we'll share the room, and Caroline can. No way. Over here. Yeah, come over here, Sherry. Come over here. That would be fine. That would be fine. Oh my goodness. Sherry, and although rare, people have been attacked in their tents. Yes, that has happened as well. Over here, I'll tell you what used to be over here was an issue, was people kidnap children from through the windows of caravans, and that was really a massive thing back when my children were small, because I was terrified, because we'd go on camping. I'd go on caravan holidays with my girls, but no way were they ever allowed to open the windows or anything. I was terrified of them sleeping. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we had it a few times. I think the thing is, we're small. I know we like to call ourselves Great Britain, but we are small. But the difference today, I think, is that people can get far quickly. And I think that's a scary thing about today. Florida has camping at Disney. Does it? I didn't know that, sweetie. I know that they've got like a ranch, but I didn't know they had like tent camping. Tracy, a spider is a spider. I asked them not to visit my home, so I won't intrude onto theirs. The only time I don't like spiders is spider season, when the big ones want to come in the house. You know, when they like from September, when it starts to get cooler outside, they want to come in the house, because then they want to start like looking around for their hidey holes, and then they're running around because the males want to chase the females, don't they? Of course they do. And so that's when I don't like them. Bloody hell. They are terrified. They're terrifying. They're massive. When you live in the country as well, and you see the size, I've seen a humongous one once, and it came on somebody's coat. She lived in a big old house, and we were at church. And she came on in, and she brought her coat in, and she hadn't put her coat on in the car or anything like that, but she was bringing her bag and her coat from out of the car, and she came on in and she hung her coat up, and this spider, like, no way, Caroline, it wasn't like that. No, it wasn't. I'm exaggerating. But it was probably about that big. It flew off of her coat and just like ran across the floor. Oh my God. That was in church. You know, you got all the slow music. Father, I adore you. Lay my life before you. And you're all like trying to hum and not scream because you just see the spider run across the room. Oh my God. I don't even think the woman noticed. She hung her coat up and the spider, as she like went like that, it flicked off. Oh my God. And so like when we the beginning of church was always like really like slow, and as the spirit moved, and you just get into this into it with the spirit and just feel it, and then like people would come in, you go, hi. She came on in with them. I'll never forget that. Oh my God. Yeah. But I don't like spiders. Terrified. Spiders terrify me. And I have there was last year in our bathroom, in mine and Russ's, like our little ensuite thing, there was a false widow. Yeah, a false widow. Oh my God. I didn't even try. I wasn't going to stay then. The carpets. Yeah, I can. Adders. That's it. Adders. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you, Libby. An adder. That's it. Yes. I know, Sherry. Can you imagine what the beds would have been like? Ooh. Adder. That's it. Yeah. We used to get quite a lot of warnings around here for long grass and adders. What? Your hubby killed a snake yesterday in your yard area near your pool. Oh, no, thank you. No, I don't think I'd go outside in some of the places in America. Tracy, guys, Tracy is so right what she said. I remember my parents having to leave the window open a little for the on-site evening babysitters to check on us when they went out to the clubhouse. Yes, I remember that. It never for me. But my auntie and uncle, when I was younger, we would go on holiday with my dad's sister and her family, and they would do that. They would leave their children. My dad would never, but they would leave their children. And that, I remember that actually. Wow, yeah. Can you imagine doing that? Shame that my cans didn't have somebody to do that, innit? Oh. So yeah, can you remember that? Oh my God. It's so freaky that we used to be able to do that. 8 jumping spiders last year. Did you, Cindy's Bella's buggy bags? Did you, Cindy? Those jumping spiders are something else, aren't they? And actually, I was told, there's no such thing as a jumping spider in the UK. But they will jump at you if they feel threatened. I'll tell you a funny story about jumping spiders. Can anybody remember the film Arachnophobia when it very first came out? Right, I've been scared of spiders all my life, but for some reason I wanted to watch Arachnophobia, and I think it's because I grew up watching a lot of scary movies on a Saturday night when the step monster would go out to the club, and like I'd be left with my little brother and sister, so I used to just stay up all night, and I'd watch the old black and white, the vampire killer, the hand that used to like walk around and strangle people, the werewolves, and all this ridiculous stuff. And wasn't there one about, was it giant ants or something? I don't know. Anyway, I used to watch all of that. And so when Arachnophobia came out, I thought, oh, I'll watch that. I'm going to have a watch of that. Can't be that scary. And I was sitting on the sofa with my coffee. I'm watching it, and oh my God, in the reflection of my telly, I can see a bloody spider behind me on the wall. Oh my God. And I like, the coffee went up the wall. This spider went, pa-chung, landed right round me, beside me somewhere. I screamed my head off, and that was when Rebecca was a baby. No, toddler. But oh my God. Yes, someone told me that you don't get jumping spiders in the UK, and I'm like, you are got to be kidding me. Becky, did you have them 8 in one go? Or because what they do is they hunt, don't they, for the woman, and then when they feel the bigger ones are the females and the smaller ones are the males, but they hunt, don't they? So she's trying to run away from them, and they're trying to run after her. Oh, I don't have a phobia like. I don't have that bad a phobia, but I still don't like them. When I was in school, a black widow spider was on my outside locker, and at first I thought it was a plastic toy. Cindy, they were in Cindy's house. They have to be, because they are in your house, and when they feel threatened, they jump. But what they do is a spider can't. This is so I've had a lesson. Spiders can't see clearly. They see like shadows with all that, they have enough eyes to be able to see clearly, don't they? But they don't. They see in shadows. So what they see, apparently, is a shadow coming towards them. And so they like jump to scare the shadow off. Ooh, apparently so. My dad was like, see ya. What? As pets? I thought you meant the ones that I thought. Cindy, you can't. Do you mean the proper jumping spiders that they find? Is it in Australia? Do you mean the proper ones, not the ones I'm on about, the house spiders that jump at you when they're scared? Oh no. I don't understand people that want tarantulas. I've held tarantula in the effort to get rid of my phobia, but I can't even look at the photo. In fact, I think I burnt the photo because I don't know where it is. That was back at the Nook, back in before I had Annie, I think that was. You've never seen it, as Carl always says, don't do it. Yeah, don't do it. It's so realistic. It's not the hairy legs. It is I tell you what, Bristol, it used to be Bristol Zoo. They used to do courses on phobias for like snakes and spiders and insects, all that sort of thing. My Rebecca hates anything that flies, so she don't like butterflies. She couldn't go in a butterfly like thing. Or birds. That's why you always see me going in with Jack. Because she don't want him to learn her phobia or stuff like that. So yeah, so this thing with the with Bristol, they give you this like, I held a tarantula, and the tarantula was so slow and really, really hairy, but so slow and smooth on my leg and on my hand. And the lady said that the thing about house spiders is they're so unpredictable. And that's when she told me they're jumping. They jump. So that's what I thought you meant, Cindy. Oh my God, I can't believe somebody actually wants to keep spiders and snakes and rats and all those sort of things. Ugh. But anyway, that's what she said. They're so unpredictable. And that's where they jump as well, because they just see a massive shadow coming towards them. They don't know what it is. So they're like, ooh. They are just fluff. Ooh. Cindy is a brave lady. That's right, sweetie. Cindy is a brave woman. Ooh. A what? A Pipidus regius. Now I have different types. What's an isopod? Is that an actual name for a spider? God, I'm so ignorant. Jumping spiders are cute. We will take your word for it, Cindy. We will take your word for it. Okay. Okay, Cindy, I used to have mice for pets. Some people can't stand them, but oh, mice. A lot of people over here have mice. What I don't understand are rats. Still sitting up at the end of it. I bet you were, Libby. That film is awful. I couldn't watch it again today. No. Watched it once, that's it. My brother I grew up with, he had rats. They stank. Oh, they were horrible creatures. But a lot of people have mice. Woodlice. That's what they eat, woodlice? Ooh. You mean you don't have to feed them baby birds or anything like that? No, they don't eat woodlice. Come on, that won't fill them up, surely. That's rather mean to the woodlouse. I thought spiders eat birds or something like that, or miniature mice. Sydney, if you still got them, put a photo in our no, don't put a photo, just in case. Too many photos go around on Facebook and with not enough warning of spiders. I think Facebook is doing the work of the money it costs to have your phobia treated. The amount of spiders I see pop up. Isopods are soap bugs, roly-polies. Oh. I had rats when Leon had 2 white rats. Oh, they stank. What is the scariest movie for The Exorcist? Oh yeah, me too. That was terrifying. I don't think I'd watched. No, actually, I tell a lie. The scariest movie for me is Salem's Lot and the book. Yeah, definitely. 7? Really, Libby? Was that scary? Stigmata, The Exorcist and Stigmata. Yeah, I've watched them. I think I could watch The Exorcist again. No, I know I could easily, but Salem's Lot, no. I have an irrational fear of vampires. Can you not? The only reason I won't watch them again, or I don't like watching anything like that, is because I feel like I'm giving glory to the devil. And ghost ship? No. I feel like I'm giving glory to the devil when I watch those things, and I don't want to do that. But Salem's Lot, because I have such a fear of vampires. It really is. Once me and Russ were on his motorbike. I'm just watching him. He's doing the watering of the garden. We were on the back of his motor. Over that, my first wedding video. Oh my god. Me and Russ, I saw The Exit at 17. I could not watch it again until I was 30. I don't like that. I don't. Watch Smile 2. That was gross. Yeah, some films are a bit more psychological. I am scared of Daleks. What? You're scared of Daleks, Libby? I thought vampires was irrational. So many people are scared of Daleks, aren't they? That has to go back to your childhood, though, like when you were scared of them when you were a child. I'm electrolyte. I mean, how could you be scared of them? They can't even get up. You only have to go and stand on the stairs. Oh. Cybermen are scary. Smile movies are scary. They are for some. Yep. So for you Americans, Daleks are part of Doctor Who. Signs. Yeah, Signs, actually. Yeah. That is not nice. But no, Salem's Lot, definitely. I don't like bloody films or torture. Ruth won't watch films rated 18. Scream. Oh, really? I guess Weeping Angels. I don't know what that is, Cindy. Weeping Angels. I don't like the sound of it though. So that might be I might have to look it up just to read the synopsis. Doctor Who. What did I say, Tracy? Did I say something else? Doctor Who. Oh, hang on. Weeping Angels from Doctor Who. Anything that gives you nightmares. Don't watch anything that gives you nightmares. Definitely don't do that. I don't know what Weeping Angels is, but I'll have a look at that. Oh, Weeping Angels were in Doctor Who. Right, okay. Nothing from Doctor Who scares me. But vampires do. Oh my God, you couldn't make it up really, could you? Once, me and Russ were coming home late at night from his friends on the back of another of his motorbikes, not the one he's got now, because it's a long time ago. And we're coming back through the moor, through the lanes, and I was petrified I was going to be taken off the back of that bike by a vampire. Excuse me, Tracy, you love vampires. Oh my God. And yet you can't watch Smile. So funny, isn't it, how we're all different? You wouldn't say no to Damon having a bite. Oh. Ooh. I have a very sensitive brain, so I have to be careful of very weird dreams at the moment, thanks to... Oh, yeah, I bet you are. I bet you are. You do have to be careful. We do have to protect ourselves. Definitely. We do definitely do that. Interview with a vampire. Is it a season? Waiting for the next season? What? Interview with a vampire? I thought that just was one film. I think they do, don't they? They do ramp up the graphic stuff. I mean, I don't choose to watch anything like that now. But it was really stupid because my favorite genre to watch is true crime. So Russ is like, I'm going, oh, no, I don't want to know, Russ. I don't want to know. And he's like, as you're sat there listening to true crime. Oh dear, what we like, eh? Don't like it. Yeah, a lot of people don't like it. I love the movie. Yeah, the old black and white movies. Conjuring. Yeah, see, I won't. That doesn't interest me. I'm more likely to go and watch Lilo and Stitch. Anyway, folks, we're over an hour now. Don't anybody have nightmares, okay? TV is just pretends. Don't go away tonight having nightmares. Don't forget, next week, the live will be on Sunday. Okay, clowns. Yeah, so many people. I guess because you can't see the real face behind them, Ruth. So next week is not Monday. It is, Sunday. And it will be Tracy and I coming from our hotel room. And I shall open it up for all channel members next week. All right. So Becky, I hope your move. Yeah, I will remind. I will obviously do that. I will definitely remind you all. I'll keep doing it. I'll probably remind every day to remind myself. Becky, I hope your move goes okay. Can't sit and wait to see the new baby. Which one, Sherry? Oh God. Becky, yeah, I hope your move goes okay. I hope it's not too stressful. We're wishing you all well. We're wishing you a great big family hug from us all, that it all goes well. Cindy, we would all give you, oh, Dolly Maker, we're just going. Cindy, I would give you a big hug, but I'm not. I'm going to stay away from the COVID. But a virtual hug for you as well. I hope it doesn't last too long for you. I mean, it's can last for 8 weeks, can't it, for some people? But I know, Dolly Maker, just make there is a note next week. It will be on Sunday. It will be from the hotel room of the doll show. Okay, so don't you apologize, Dolly Maker. I'm just sorry you missed it. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, so hopefully you all make it next week for the for Tracy and I from the hotel room with the baby that I made the mistake of buying. And the baby that is coming home with me. Yeah, we will be thinking of you. Everybody take care, because like Cindy's got COVID, so we know it's still out there, everybody. We know it's still out there, so take care. Take care of everybody. Oh, Dolly Maker, I'm so sorry that we missed you. Damn it. But have a good week, and we hope to see you next Sunday. I will be making a reminder. I'm going to try and remember. Oh, I know, it's so frustrating. We've got Carla. She can't get on here either. And there is oh gosh, what's her name in Australia? Gail. Also Gail, I know you'll be watching us on replay. I never forgot you, okay? Haven't forgotten you. Life does get in the way, definitely does get in the way. Life is busy. We all understand that. But I just feel bad for you that if you miss it, because you're obviously paying for this service. The service with a smile. And yeah, Gail, I only worry, Gail, when I worry about not hearing from you is because I know you're out in the outback of Australia, and I just hope that everything's okay with you. I thought, okay, Cindy. And who else? Carla. Yes, Carla. We hope that one day you can make it. Maybe you can do Sundays. I hope you can do Sundays. And as I say, on Sunday, we're going to open it up to all of our channel members, so everybody could join us again. Still the same time. We'll still keep it at the same time, so it doesn't get too confusing. Just know it's 24 hours earlier. So bye, everybody. Take care. See you soon. Thank you for joining us. Bye.